it's come full circle in a lot of ways, because the back of the envelope calculation that I remember from being at that dinner table is something that I focus on now. And I think that the world needs to sort of get back to demand, feeding the demand, supplying the demand is really essential, no matter what business you're in. So I remember my grandfather, slipping me the 20 under the table, which is probably 120 now. But I remember the work ethic and the conscientiousness that he had, that don't spend more than you have, save that money, use it wisely, invest it wisely, protect it. And really that is something we've come quite full circle on. We have, as a society, we have an issue here, with unfunded liabilities and just, the stress that's on our system in general. You have to look at your own house and teach your own values that I happen to have learned from generations before me that went through the Great Depression, and brother, do you have a dime was the truth at that time. And just knowing that you can't leverage your way and expect that the consumption of others is always going to sustain us necessarily. So there's practicality that, we all need to sort of embody. So no matter what business you're in, I explained to my daughter, you have a voice now.
I was just listening to the gatekeeping, or I was mesmerized.
Last question, Faith.
Yes.
We're going to have questions.
You're telling me what's in, I don't even listen to the people that pay my bills. Okay, yeah, go ahead. The gatekeeping. I'm thinking now, how much, maybe who was ever investing my money isn't doing the right thing.
Well,
okay.
that's a whole different issue. I mean, really watching what they're doing.
I know we had that discussion about those
It,
bank balances,
is an issue
right?
We
because
had a lot of discussions offline.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, we
I have
had
no idea.
because that became
We
my
talk to each other though, not through the internet.
no, but that became something that you have to focus on
Right.
because it's very difficult to manage the portfolio that we all are lucky enough to have, and then also to watch the actual asset, because we're sort of treated as this this real estate family, and the art is on the walls and all these beautiful places, and and the fact is, if nobody's really looking at, okay, what is the fee, what did we negotiate, and how come that doesn't match the fee we negotiated? If no one's looking at that, unfortunately, they'll take advantage. And when you multiply that in terms of pension funds, and it's a little bit shocking. So you have to protect that, and just the balance of knowing that you are responsible, is something that I think growing up, I never even thought was a reality. And it's become one, after 2008. So, so that's pretty much the lessons are the same as my grandfather. The back of the envelope, does it make sense? Are you in this deal? Does this make sense to you? And if it does, let's do that deal. If there's demand, let's do that deal. We're in North Dakota right now, but there's the shale, the Bakken shale play, with the Calico family, if you're familiar with it. So we're doing a deal there, for example. Florida, there's a lot of demand because there's no state tax in Florida, if nobody's noticed that. So there's some more demand there that that we're taking advantage of as a real estate family. So those are the dollars and cents and the values, and going back to what it used to be, to struggle and to know that you're earning your keep is really relevant today, like it used to
Does
be.
anybody else on the panel want to say anything? Because I'm going to open up questions to the floor.
I just want to echo something that
Okay.
Shari said, which is for anybody who has a family